Oh, okay, so we're back with another game with some more of the cast nominees. So we've been playing The Warriors 3 by Fexion and Mistletoe. So we've played them before on the channel, so I won't go into too much detail for the like, but basically you're going to flip forms, be able to use the different heroes, and they have different stats and bonuses from some of the upgrades, and so on and so forth, but you can also use them as resources. Then we have Guardian by Design Hacker. I haven't looked at his kit at all yet, so which might be a mistake with Design Hacker stuff. So we'll see how this goes. We're going to have the Warriors 3 go first. Warriors 3 is in a Justice deck, and Guardian is in his Precon, which is Leadership. Looks like a sidekick deck. So we'll begin where to go. We're going up against Red Skull, just for something different. And yeah, so it starts with a Red Scheme in play. Red House in play. And we'll be getting rid of the side schemes as fast as we can. So we'll draw 5, not 6. Okay, so multitasking isn't actually helpful here. Hold the line isn't helpful here. Because it's below, we're going to hold off. And we'll draw 3. Even the odds isn't bad here if we can get the Red House down. I'd rather use Clear the Area so we can get another card. Not a great, kind of a weird mixed hand for us there. So we're going to draw 6 here. Okay, we have an aerial ally would take any amount of consequential damage to exhaust attached to ally, prevent one of that damage. Okay. So we're not going to do that. We're not going to do this. And we're going to get rid of Wingman for now. Should have had him go first, but never mind. That's the Guardian or Vindicator. Because Vindicator's the ally. He's a genius. So we have Engineering, which is nice. Okay, so we've got some decent stuff here. Maria would have been great, but I think we might end up passing on Maria for some of these upgrades because they seem pretty important. Treat each printed number 4 on attached character's card as 6. Okay, we'll work that one out in a second. It's probably a good idea. I'll go for someone familiar with this because it looks like it might be a little bit more complicated than I was expecting. We'll see. I've said that before with Design Hacker stuff and then actually played it and it seems to be okay. So I do want our Ready to Rumble down, so we're going to get that down. Actually, we're going to use Fendril to get it down. Then we're going to change form. We're changing to Fendril, discarding Ready to Rumble. Ready. Then we've got 2 forts. We want to get that down to 2 for either even the odds or clear the area. So we're going to fort for 2. Come on. Keep banging my mouse by accident. Both of these got 1 fort right, yeah. I kind of want to keep looping into action. I don't think that's going to happen. So if I played that, then I couldn't play. Yeah, that's a bit of a pain. Okay, I think we might just... Oh, wait. I've forgotten the core mechanic here. 1, 2. Oh, no, I've done that wrong. So we're going to do even the odds first, I think. No, I don't think we need to do even the odds first. So instead, we're just going to do clear the area. We don't necessarily need that extra card draw. And then we're going to do Hogan to do even the odds. And we remove one per play from each side scheme, so just this one. And then deal 1 damage to the villain for each side scheme defeated this way, so it's just 1. We can then change. I think I'm actually going to hold on to the interaction. Don't really hold on to cards that often as these guys, because it ends up pretty bad doing that. And we're going to change to Hogan, so we've got the extra defense. But being able to change form is pretty helpful, so. After you change this form, so we're not worried about that for now. We do want ingenuity down first, so we're going to spend 1, 2 to get ingenuity down. We're not going to be able to get any of the 2 cost things down here. So is there a better way we can do this? Not really, unfortunately. Unless, we can get the 2 costs down, but we don't get the 1 cost down, which I think is better here. Every gets +1 attack, +1 fort, and +1 defense for every 2 charge counters on him. We've got a special, so we're going to need something to trigger that special for us. Discard top card in your counter that can place X charge counters here, where X is number of icons, stars, and boosts. In that card's boost area. Then, if there is 4 or more charge counters here, take 1 damage and remove 2 charge counters. Okay. So, kind of like some encounter deck manipulation, probably, I'd imagine. So we're not going to get any bonus from this in the moment. Can't trigger a special, so we'll just punch Red Skull for 2. And we're already up. He's 5 hand size, I assumed he was 6, and I was right. But I did not check. Wow, that is definitely his cards. Who's over his charge ability? Oh, that feels like really good to have out constantly. And deal 4 damage to an enemy, deal 1 damage for each charge counter on Guardian. Okay. We're not going to play stand on guard. Oh wow, that's a very good defense event. Draw 3. And then we get ready to rumble, which is nice. So we should do a few bits here. 1, 2, yeah, side scheme. Prison camps, which is a really nice one. And then he's attacking here for 1. We're going to defend. So we defend the whole lot, but then he attacks again without a boost. So we're going to take 1 damage, which is fine. And he's attacking here. I'm going to be ready because I think I'm going to do more setup this turn, so I kind of want to be ready for it. Of course. Discard a support you control. Oh no, that's fine, so we're just taking 1. Counter card and encounter card. Okay. Have I shuffled this? I haven't shuffled this. Right, okay, we're going to take that whole turn back. Sorry about that. So we're just going to put these all back in. And we're going to start that villain phase. Apart from for the counter and the... because that is definitely shuffled. So instead, he's attacking here. We're going to defend with Hogan. did just shuffle that. I'm sure I did. No, I didn't. I didn't shuffle it. We're doing it again. Oh, it's not even slash. There we go. So, take no damage. And thing happens again, okay. But it is at least, we do know it's shuffled this time, so we are taking the damage. Okay. Sorry about that, that was just not working on my brain for some reason. So he's going to attack us and get to a status card. We're going to take it, he's only attacking for 1, 2, 3. Okay, so Guardian's going next. So we really want the Omni Jet out, because that seems really good. We do want the power cell out, so I think we're literally just going to use this turn for setup. So we're going to exhaust Engineering, spending stand on guard for Omni Jet. And then we're going to spend 1 for... I'm going to spend 1 for upgraded power cell. I'm going to exhaust this. So we get to exhaust, we get to use Guardian's charge ability, so we discard top card and count it. There's 2 on there. So we get to place 2 charge counters here, and I've not changed these to critical counters. Then if there's 4 more charge counters, there isn't, although it is now 6 rather than 4. I'm going to put this here so that we know it's his. Just put it here like that. So we're good. And we get to place another one on him. So we do have more than we have 2 on there. So we get +1 attack, +1 fort, and +1 defense. So we are going to. We haven't actually got that much fort for us on Warriors 3's turn, so I think we're just going to fort for 3 here. Yeah, and that'll be Guardian's turn. Okay, so we don't want to stay as Hogan, but we'll use Fendrel to play Ready to Rumble. Then we're going to change to Fendrel. Using this, we'll discard Ready to Rumble to Ready. We're then going to fort for 2. 1, 2. Oh yeah, this is for 2. Then we're going to use Full Stack and Leap Interaction to get Ironheart. Ironheart is going to draw us a card, and we can't pass up that card, it is too good of a card, so we're just going to get that down. Ironheart's going to fort here, so we get to search for an ally and put it into play. I would choose her, but we don't get a benefit because she's already exhausted, so I think we're better off putting someone else in there. But I can't remember if I put anyone else in, to be honest. I'm not a person who puts a lot of allies in their deck, so... No, that is literally the only one, so she's coming out. Which is a bit of a shame. This gets defeated. A little bit of a waste for us, but she takes damage, and then we're going to fort for 1 here because we don't want to attack here because we're just going to hit for retaliate, and there's not much point. So okay, so they're both done. So we're ready. We can draw 4 here. And we're going to draw 4 more here. Right, so pay only if your identity has the aerial trait, which we do. Each of your allies have the aerial trait. Increase your ally limit by 1 in this card games. After you play an aerial card, exhaust this card, ready an ally you control. Okay, it's interesting. Mass attack. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Hazard icon 1. That's a shame. Okay, so he's attacking here. We do have extra defense. I think we're going to defend. We'll defend for free and take no damage. Probably not worth it actually thinking about it, but never mind. Then attacking here. Go and I'll take it for free. We get an encounter card and get an encounter card. And we get an extra one because of the hazard. Place 2 threat on each scheme in play. Source character control for each side scheme in play. Joke's on you, I'm already exhausted. This assault, so it's attacking here, so do I want to defend? It's only really going to be like 1 or max of like 4, so I think we can take it. Yep, so he's hitting for 1, but he's going to hit again for 1, which is fine. Okay, so Warriors Freeze first. We're actually going to 1, 2, 3, see an energy resource. Yeah, that's annoying. But we're going to do it. 1, 2, 3. Could also change to a different form and then do that. Yeah, let's wait off on that actually. Before we do that. So we've got 3 threat removal. We're going to fort for 3. 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to change to Hogar, I think. Hogan, sorry. And we're going to use both of these because you can still generate the resources while you're in their hero form. So that's a fist, elemental, and that still doesn't work because you didn't work that out quick. You ain't gonna hang on. Let me take back that turn. So I start off in that turn. Fendril first. We want to go 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's what we wanted. 1, 2, 3. I think. Or did we? No. We used Warriors 3 to switch to. Just the full stack first. Yeah. And then we're going to spend these 2. And multitasking to get rid of this. We're then going to spend pay rally to ready both of these. I think we're actually just going to ignore the whole dealing damage, getting rid of this threat thing for a second, and just deal some damage. So we're going to use Fendril and Hogan. Very artful blade work. So it's 4 damage to an enemy, then we get to deal 2 more because we use Fendril for it. So 1, 2, and then we're going to attack for 2. We'll see if that was actually a good idea or not, but we'll see. Because we mostly attack over here as well, so might have been a mistake. Resolve Guardian's charge ability. Then deal 4 damage to enemy. It deals 1 additional damage for each one on there. I think it's best to do that before we do the Omnijet, because we might end up losing them depending on how many counters are on there. So we're going to spend 2 to True North Strong. So we get to resolve his ability, which is discard top card of the deck, which is 2, which actually is perfect because it's just under the 6 that we want from this card. So we don't take a damage, we don't remove the charge counters. So instead we're just dealing 9 damage here. 1, 2, 3, 4. He was on 13, so should be down to 4. Oh my god, maths is just not in my brain at the moment. Do I want to do this? I don't think I do. I think I want to hold off on doing that. Endurance is probably a good shout here, rather than Flight Squadron. But I could get Flight Squadron down here quite easily, so I think we are. We're still going to get Flight Squadron down instead, because we can get this down next turn without taking so much space in our hand. And then we're ready, and we're going to draw 4 more here. I haven't seen any allies yet, which is slightly concerning. We're going to be able to cancel the attack against us, which I think is going to be important, because it's also going to remove some charge counters, so we can start handling them in a nice way. Draw 3 here. We got first upgrade for the guys, so that's good. Okay, so 1, 2, cat card here. Okay, we're gonna have to start getting rid of some. Is it 5? Okay, so we've got an energy of Fist, a mentor. It's a shame to see these 2 gone. These 2 are really good cards for them. That's 3 threat. I'm saying that, it could be more. No, it was just 3. Discard 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got all the different resources here. Okay, we've got a lot of threat to move. We've got some good threat cards though, so we might be okay. Then he's attacking here for 2. Hildengard is going to take it for 3. Then he's attacking here. I'm going to spend an energy to do stand on guard. So we're going to remove 2 charge counters, which cancels the attack and stuns the villain. It's encounter card. We get an extra encounter card from Hydra Reinforcements. Going to retaliate again. And then it's Guardian first. Okay, so we can either remove a lot of threat, which is probably a good idea. I think that's actually worth it. So I'm going to hold off on endurance again, unfortunately. And hope we don't go over 3. So let's find out. 1, 2 to do from far and wide. So we're going to remove 3 threat from a scheme. 1, 2, 3. Resolve Guardian's charge ability. That does count as 1, so 1-4. Then remove 1 threat from scheme for each charge counter on Guardian. Let's just get rid of this. Goes up here, not over there. Okay, so we're on 4, which is great for this, because that means I'm attacking for 4, or forting for 4. So I'm going to be removing 4 threat with this, 2 threat with that, which will get rid of this. Then we have, let's see, 2 threat removal. I think I will take out this guy. He just gets an encounter card, but I think that's fine. I'm going to hold off using this because it's pretty close to the top anyway. It definitely feels like a trap card. If you play this every turn, it's going to be a problem, I feel like. So that's going to be Guardian done. Okay, so we're going to change to Fendrel, which a couple of things are going to happen here. So I'm going to use Hogan as our mentor to lay down the law. I'm going to remove 4 threat from here. Then, because we changed form, we get to remove 1 threat from the scheme. We're going to do it from the main. Let's got 3 threat removal. Yeah, forgot about that. We're going to reuse Volstagg to clear the area, which is going to remove 2 threat from here. It's going to discard a non-elite minion, which is going to be Hydra Exo Soldier. This is the one that goes up here quick. This is going to let us draw a card. We're then going to thwart for 3 off of the main. And I'm actually going to use multi-talented to get down Hogan's weapon. Just give him +1 attack, +1 thwart, and his basic attacks getting piercing. But and when we switch to him, we deal 1 damage to an enemy. Okay, we're gonna ready. Draw 3 here. A second lay down the law, that might be too many for us, but we'll see. And then we're going to draw 4 more here. Alliance. Remove 1 charge counter from Guardian or Indicator for each Alpha Flight character in play. Draw 1 card for each charge counter removed this way. Alliance on that card. Oh, I'm guessing there's a Vindicator hero then, which, oh, that's cool. Oh, so is this? So if, I have to look at that, so I'm guessing if we could attach that to the hero Vindicator and it would have a similar effect. That's cool. And being able to combine like that. Yeah, that is cool. Okay. So 1, 2. Crisis. Not quite as bad because Fendrel can just ignore Crisis. He's stunned against Guardian and he's attacking Red's Fendrel. I think we're actually going to defend because we've got 4 defense. So, no, we're not. He's only attacking for 1. So we're just going to take it. 3, of course. Then we got our encounter cards. 1 and 1. Toughness. And insight 1. For these guys. Okay, so got him attacking for 4 at the moment. So he can easily take out this guy, or take out Red Skull, or defeat the scheme. We're gonna thwart, because we're Fendrel, we get to ignore Crisis, so we're just gonna take 3 off of here. Then I'm gonna spend 1, 2, 3 to do concussive blow. We did spend a fist, so we get to do all the 3 damage as well. So we do take a damage for that, which is a bit annoying. I think it's fine. 1, 2, 3, confuse, get retaliated against. Do you want to rally? So we're going to. I want to switch to. So we want to use Lay Down the Law. So I think actually we're going to. No, because we need to be ready to be able to use this. So we're going to use these. We're going to use Invalidate to ready these. And we're going to exhaust this. And we're going to switch to. He's got 2 attack. Yeah, we're going to switch to Hogan. No, we're not. We're going to switch to Volstagg. And then we're going to use Lay Down the Law with Hogan to remove 4 threat from a scheme. As a when defeated, find a Hydra minion and put them into play basically. So we're going to go for this guy here. And if we can find another one, probably this guy over here. But we can't. Okay, we've got quite a few of them out to be fair. I'm just going to put a card out. Not too bad, not too terrible, but just not great. Oh yeah, we don't get to do the 1 damage, but that's fine. We're going to attack for 2 on... okay. I don't think we need that right now, but that's pretty cool. We're going to attack for 2 against this guy, I think. No, we're going to attack for 2 against this guy. I think I've played this guy wrong for a long time. I thought it was upgrade or support, but never mind. That's these turn. Do I want to flip down? He is confused. I think that's probably worth it. Because he is looking at. These guys are looking at worth right now, so. Okay, then it's Guardian's turn. Don't really need to worry too much about the scheme. We're going to get endurance down. 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to get arrow down. We're choosing ourselves for arrow. So we've got +1 attack. She's going to knock off the tough here. We're currently attacking for 4. So we're just going to attack for 5 instead. We couldn't do anything with that because no ally was exhausted, so it didn't really matter. We're going to ready, and we're going to ready. We're going to draw a 5 here. Vindicator. Gets +1 attack for each charged counter here. There are 4 more charged counters here. Discard Vindicator. Okay. If Guardian uses a basic power, move a charged counter from Guardian here. Okay. There's no way to remove them afterwards. Okay. It isn't forced though, so. Yeah, it's not forced, so I'm just never gonna put it on her. Yeah. I'm just never gonna put it on her. Draw 5 here. Okay, so we have her conditioning, which will be nice. Even the odds is good in this scenario, but I think we're going to pass up on it this turn. So let's see how it goes. So 1, 2. Side scheme, we're going to get the super out. That's probably a good turn to go to Alter Ego, looking at it. So he's scheming here, but he's confused. And these 3 scheme for 1 each. 1, 2, 3. He's attacking here for 1. And we are just going to take it. 2, 3. We're going to take 2 from here as well. That might have been it. Probably should have defended somewhere along that one. Then it's encounter cards. 1, 2. I guess his gun, ranged and piercing. And one of these. Okay, we do need to get rid of this guy because we don't want to lose the Omni Jet, even though we're not really using it right now. And we just want to be extra careful. So it is Guardian's turn first. We do want to get rid of the super if we can. He's got 10 hit points at the moment. And retaliate, which isn't great. Deal 4 damage to enemy. Deal 1 additional damage for each charge counter on Guardian. So this is 8 damage at the moment. But we do have to resolve its charge up ability, which likely will put more on there. Okay, no matter what, I think we are going to knock the tough off of him though, which does fortunately knock her out from consequential and the retaliate on the super. So we're attacking for a 4 at the moment. That's 2 plus 4. 2 plus 2. So we're going to get rid of this guy. Because we're not going to get Vindicator out of this turn, I don't think. I'm going to use 1, 2... No. Yeah, this is going to be a very awkward hand, isn't it? Yeah. There's 1, 2... Can't use side by side right now. Yeah, just a really awkward hand. So instead, I'll keep the side by side and use that, and then we can get rid of the gun, the retaliate. So we resolve his charge ability. We're hoping for 1 boost icon. Well done, that works too. That'll do 8 damage. And then we take a retaliate. We can then spend all 3 of these to get rid of his retaliate. And then we are going to flip down. Which does mean we remove all the counters from here, which is a bit of a shame. And we shuffle a Guardian card, we discard pile for each charge counter. So we've got 4 more to shuffle in, so we're going to shuffle in our ally. because I do want that out. Patriot Love. I'm not going to shuffle this in because we haven't got many cards left in our deck. We just need one more. Okay, and then I've got nothing else alter ego related. Okay. So, he's done. How best do I do this? Because we want to remove some threat from here because it's getting pretty high. But we definitely want to kill him. We haven't got any supports left, so I'm not too worried about that anymore. Now I know what it actually does. So I think this may be the wrong thing to do, but we're going to do it anyway. We're going to gain 1, 2, 3 from Heroic Conditioning. And we get a +1 forward. Then we're going to change to Vendril. We haven't got anything that cares about what form. We could play multi-talented, but I'd rather just use their abilities. So actually, instead of using one of these, I'm going to use these and kept these two actually instead. I think. Yeah, no, we won't keep multitasking, so we can keep Hogan. So, then we're going to fort for 2. Oh, and we get to remove a threat. 2, 3, 4. Down to 3. And we're going to exhaust this to flip here. Oh yeah, I didn't think about that. I'm not going to spend that anyway because I want to kill this guy off. He won't retaliate because he's dead. But he can go to the side. Okay, we also get to deal with damage because we changed to Hogan. We could move on Red Skull. Is that a good idea? Screw it, let's go for it. Each player gets an encounter card. We should have 32. There's an encounter card and an encounter card. Okay, let's see how this goes. We're going to ready up, we're going to draw 3 cards here. We're going to ready up. And we're going to draw 6 cards here. We do have Vindicator and we have Psychic in the same hand, which is great. So 1, 2. Sense of the past. What's the best kind of thing you want to see? Just an acceleration icon. He's attacking here. What is here? Oh, sorry, scheming here for 4. And we're not in hero form. So it goes up to 9. He is attacking here for... Oh, sorry, he should be flipped down. For 3 plus a boost card. We are going to defend this. Hogan. So it's 2 damage comes through and he gets tough. 1, 2. And then we take 3 here, so 1, 2, 3. We're looking a little rough here. There's some encounter cards. It's going to be really bad if he attacks towards 3. He's going to scheme for 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry. He's scheming again. Jeez. He gets a tough and another discard. And we deck out. So he's scheming for a lot. It goes over. I'm not even going to sit there and put it on properly. So reveal the top card of the side scheme deck. This might be helpful actually. Right now. I still got that. Wait, no, okay. Down to 2. And then it's these guys. Get another minion and Twisted Reality. Attached to a side scheme. I'm gonna shove it on there. Yeah, let's shove it on here. Okay, so it's Warriors 3 first. I would like to multi-talented, but we're not going to get the full amount for it because unless we do Fendrel. We're going to need Fendrel to fort, so I don't really want to do that. Instead, what we're going to do is we're going to use Full Stag to Mighty Endurance. It's going to give Full Stag a tough, very specifically Full Stag. No. There was a game I played that didn't make it because there was a lot of mistakes in that game, and I've just found another one that I made where I was giving Full Stag and someone else a tough, where actually it's only Full Stag who gets the tough. Or somebody else, not both. So I think we're actually going to give Fendrel the tough because we're going to... Nope, we're going to give James the tough. Because we're going to flip down with these guys anyway. We're going to exhaust the Warriors 3 to change to Fendrel, which is going to remove a threat from a scheme. We're going to remove it from the main. And then we're going to fort for 4. So we'll get rid of this. We're getting a counter card from Twisted Reality. And we get to defeat a non-elite minion. Which one would I like to get rid of? It's probably one of the 4s, I guess. Let's get rid of the Flame Soldier. Then we're going to flip down because we need to heal. Oh wait, before we do that, we have Clear the Area to play, so let's might as well play it. 1, 2, draw a card. We're going to put Ready to Rumble down. I don't think we're going to be able to play Avengers Mansion, unfortunately. I was hoping with the number of resources we had we would be able to play it, but we can't. Then we're going to flip to Alter Ego. And yeah. Over here. We want to get Vindicator down, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3 to get Vindicator down. We're going to attach Sidekick to her. And then she's going to attack for 2. Just taking out this guy. Taking 2 consequential damage. We're then going to heal for 3. 1, 2, 3. Which heals her for 2. That's an action. We're still going to flip up. We'll use Ingenuity to ready our identity. I'm going to place a charge counter on here. But then he's going to use Omnijet to get nothing out of it, unfortunately. So we are just attacking and forwarding for 2. He gets +1 attack for each one there. Okay. So we're going to going to attack this guy for 2. I think I'm ready. Draw 5. Draw 5. Another cat card. Okay, we're getting a few of them today. Let's move them across. Make it simple. And we'll draw 3 more. Got another Ready to Rumble, which is nice. And our Tough Status cards card. Okay, so we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4 because of this. Crisis Icon. Not massively worried about Crisis Icon, to be honest, but losing 2 lay down the laws is a bit more on the other hand, and so only put 2 on there, but we lost some good cards there. And then discard 5. We might make it 2. Honestly, not that bad, but okay. So he's scheming here, scheming for 4, and he gets another boost card. So he puts 4 on it. He's attacking here. He does have piercing, which is a shame. So I think we'll just defend. We'll lose the tough immediately. He's attacking for 4, 5, 6. Defend for 2, so we take 4 damage. We're going to take 2 off the Hydra Soldier. And there's some card cards. Gain toughness. Oh, sorry, should have been 1 more threat from this guy. Assault against Surge. And Advance. During an undefended attack, it's not, so up to 13. And Hydra Trooper. When all 3 go, so we don't care about Quick Strike. He gains his Retaliate back, and then it's 2 for on each scheming play. Red Skull's going at it today. Okay, so we do want to kill some of these guys if we can. We're going to attack for 2 to get rid of this guy. Actually gets 2 consequential damage, so gets us an encounter card. What's best here? Do that. Sorry. That. Remove some threat, which I think is probably the best thing to do here. Although we need some assistance getting rid of this up. Okay. 3 threat from a scheme. 1, 2, 3. Resolve his Guardian ability. None. So we just remove 1 more threat, which is enough for clear the area, to be fair. So that kind of works. I do want team training out, but I think getting rid of the piercing is going to be really helpful, because we can then get tough status cards on our guys. So 1, 2, 3. Realising I probably should have done that before I did that fort ability, but never mind. We'll get rid of our piercing here. I'm going to use this. We're not getting anything on this. It's a real shame. We're going to flip down. Now we get to shuffle 1 card back in. I'm looking at the... actually, I'm going to shuffle this back in because we can guarantee a counter get it on there. Okay, I'm going to heal for free, because I need to, unfortunately. And I'm going to flip up. I'm going to change to Fendrel. Ah, wait, before I do that. That's awkward timings. So we're not going to use Ready to Rumble this turn, unfortunately. Okay. We are going to change to Fendrel. It removes a threat from a scheme. We're ignoring the crisis icon because we're Fendrel. We are then going to hold the line because we can't use it this turn anyway. Move to threat. Draw a card. Got multi-talented. Just don't need it. We're going to fort for 4 off of the main. I'm going to use Volstagg to Mighty Endurance Tough here. Do have one of each resource, but one of them is Ready to Rumble. I think it's worth it to get rid of that Retaliate. And we'll keep the Tough for next turn because we are struggling to keep stuff. I think that's it. This is not going well. We're going to ready. And we're going to draw 3 here. And we're going to draw 5 here. Okay, so we do have a Patriot Hoof, so we'll be able to get at least 1 counter on here. We'll go from there. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Get a counter. To be fair, looking at this, he might just scheme out. He's scheming here for 3, 4, 5. What's 19? He's attacking here for 3 plus a boost card. Oh, sorry, that was meant to go on him. We're just going to take it because we're tough. Knocking off the tough. We only have 1 defense, so even if we defend against this, we're still taking 1 damage, so 6 damage. I think we're just going to take the 6 damage. As mad as that seems. Then we're going to get our encounter cards. So, caught off guard. I think we could get rid of this. I'm not a huge fan of this card, to be fair. Looking at it, I've not been able to use it yet. And a guard. Okay. Insight 1. It is the Warriors 3 first. We do have our weapon here, which will be very nice. I desperately need to change form though. So 1, 2, 3 to do multi-talented. We're going to deal 2 damage to an enemy, it's going to be here. We're going to remove 2 threat from a scheme, it's going to be here. And we're going to heal 2 damage from our identity. We're then going to fort for 4. Down to 14. I want both of these, this is the problem. But I think we're going to have to give up the sword to give Tough over here, because we're not going to be able to heal that much. So, and then we're going to flip down and heal for free. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So here we are going to, we're going to heal for free. 1, 2, 3. We've got side by side, which will be nice. I would like to get rid of some of these, but I don't think I can right now. Now they healed her. When you identity, then if you're in hero form, you may place a counter. Okay, we're going to flip up. Take the risk of being on 5, and we're going to use this for a start. And we get nothing on there again. Oh, in good stars. Oh, I think this is because I was just playing Steel, who says about the number of icons, but theirs doesn't include stars, so I've just been ignoring stars the whole time. Definitely would have got a few more counters on here through that time. I did see that earlier, but I've messed it up quite a few times at this point. So we're going to use Patriot Love to ready our identity, and we are going to put the counter on Ursa rather than Vindicator. She just gets +1 attack, right? Yeah. Well, then we're going to fort for 4 off of the main. Vindicator is going to attack for 2 on this guy. And then we're going to do R&D and Falcon to play side by side. We're actually going to use the heal. We're going to ready both of us. And we're going to heal 1 from both of us. Rather than +1 attack and everything. Oh, sorry, that should be 3 damage there. Oh, actually, if it's 3 damage, maybe I've took that. No, I didn't know. I could really get the 4. Oh no, because I didn't do it. It was only 2. It was her that did it. Ah, this is tough. I kind of want to take out one of these. She's just going to take out this guy. Gets an account card. She takes 2 damage. I'm then just going to fort for 3 off of here. I'm ready up. We're going to go with card 9. I think. Yeah, for now. Draw 4. Okay, so we've got a big fort card, and we're going first, so we get Maria down, so even better. We'll draw 5 here. Okay, so we've got a couple of rallies, which is great, so we can get some good use out of these. Even the odds should be really good here, hopefully, if I can get this side scheme down a bit, and the rest of them. Okay, we've got a good setup here. 1, 2, 3, 4. We get another side scheme, which is 4 and Crisis. He is scheming against the Warriors 3 for 3, 4 to 8. Then 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Always going to take it as an insight. He's attacking here. I can say I swear I had a tough status card. We're just going to take it. And the tough is gone. Then it's in cat cards. Another minion. Red Skull attacks you. It's +1 attack, so it's attacking for 4 as a base. We're defending as 3 as a base. Let's do it, let's defend. Yeah, he's going to get tough, but he's already got 1, so he's doing 5. We're defending for 3, so we take 2. Okay, right. Guardian first. I'm going to spend 1, 2 to get Maria out. I'm just going to draw. There's a card here and a card here. I'm not too worried about Heraclea, so that's fine. I could deal damage here and get rid of some of these, but I'd rather get rid of some of this. The problem being is that the Warriors 3 are going to die. I'm really hoping for the one that actually discard a minion, but it would have been an excellent cat card, so we probably wouldn't have coped well with that. Okay, we're going to use Omnijet for 2 counters. Could have placed a counter on there instead, that probably would have worked better. Get an acceleration token. Yeah, that definitely would have been a better shout. Deal 4 damage, so I deal 1 additional damage. Okay, so no matter what I do, that's going to kill one of these, so... We've got 4 threat removal from lay down the law, which is going to get rid of this. And we've got clear the area, even the odds. I don't think we want to use it to get rid of that, actually. We want to use even the odds to do it, so we actually do some damage to the villain. But then we've got to knock off a tough somewhere along the line. So actually, we're going to use Maria to knock off this tough. Which is probably not the best shout, but we'll see. We're then going to use these 2. I'm going to choose not to do his charge ability, because this is going to do it anyway and we don't want this to pop over if we can. I can't guarantee that though. So it's going to go up by 2, which means if there are 6 or more, because we've got this, and unfortunately there is, we're going to take a damage and remove 2 counters. Yeah, that's a shame. Then, oh sorry, we remove the 3 threat first. Then remove the 4. Actually, you know what? That's fine, because then these are ready to pop. She is going to attack for 2, taking 2 damage. I feel like I should have passed these over when I did the Omnijet. I should have put a counter on her, but 2 damage. I'll put the 2 damage. Oh, I only have 1 way to change form as well, that's a shame. 2 damage is going to go on this guy. So then we can pop him off if we go into Hogan. If we go into Hogan. Don't have any sort of defense, so we'll see how that goes. Okay. I'm gonna keep the attack actually and use ingenuity instead. Because unfortunately I think Vindicator is going to be blocking for us next turn because we cannot take that attack. Oh, I think that should be shuffled in. No, it came from this top. Okay. We will need to ready. Oh, okay, so that does work. So we're going to heal for 3. 1, 2, 3. We're then going to flip up. It does mean we don't get to do the 1 damage to pop off this guy's tough, but I think we can cope with that. Oh, wait, before we flip up. Do we want to use these? 2, 3. To get the helicarrier out. Means we're not actually using Ready to Rumble, I don't think. We can get away without it. Yeah, so I'm going to rally. It's going to ready all of these up. And then we're going to flip up. And we're going to change to Fendril, which is going to remove a threat from a scheme. Remove it from... Remove it from here, I think. No, we'll remove it from here. Let's set up to get rid of them all. We're going to use Hogar to lay down the law to remove 4 threat. We get to ignore it because of Fendril's ability. Then we're going to use Full Stag to clear the area rather than doing the damage. It's getting tricky. Okay. I actually think we're going to use Helicarrier and Full Stag to even the odds instead. Oh no, we can't do that. We need to use Rally instead of Full Stag to do remove 2 threat from each side scheme. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Then deal 1 damage to the villain for each side scheme. It's this way, so 1, 2. That doesn't have anywhere defeated, but each player chooses 3 cards in its discard pile and shuffle some into their deck. It's going to be that. It's going to be another one of that, and another lay down the law. Actually, we're going to go double on lay down the law. Okay, and actually shuffle them into your deck, not just the top of your discard pile. That's even better. You know what? I'm not going to finish this off because we can't cope with another minion. Is the honest answer, which unfortunately means we either fought here, so that'll be what is this 4, so it's going to go to 21 at least. We can risk it, which is probably what we're going to have to do because we're going to go 2, 4, 6, 8 just from these guys. So I'm going to resource Full Stag, remove 2 from here, so it's not quite as bad, and then we're going to get rid of the Jet Trooper. We are probably going to lose the Helicarrier. Can't just get rid of a guy I don't like. Yeah. So we're gonna ready up. We're gonna draw 4 here. Oh, we do have a leap into action, which would be nice if we can survive long enough. So we're going to draw 4 more here. Hopefully we get the defense. Yeah, there we go. That should keep us alive. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Get another one of these, which thankfully is a nicer one, so we should be pretty good here. So he's going to attack here, but instead we're going to use Genius and Adam Warlock to stand on guard. So we get to remove 2 charge counters from Guardian, cancel that attack, and he's stunned. So he's going to get stunned, and then he's going to attack the Warriors free and be stunned. Then we're going to take 2. We're going to take 2. He should be dead. And then we're going to defend against this guy so we can keep Harry Carrier. And then it's in card cards. Which means he's defended, not that one. Is that worth it? No, that's not worth it. Because having Fenrir exhausted is not good. So we're actually going to take the damage and lose Harry Carrier. There we go. Right hook, got retaliate again, and a Hydra regular. Oh, that goes up, not down. Warriors free first. So I could get rid of that pretty easily. The downside being that I can't remove threat from here, which I don't think we can afford. No, we can't. So I am going to thwart for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because we've got heroic conditioning. We do have an energy. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3 to do multi-talented. We're going to heal 2, remove 2 threat from a scheme. And then also deal 2 damage to enemy, so Hydra Regular's gone. We're then going to leap into action, which we're going to change to Hogar. We're going to ready to rumble, and then we have a choice. We can either play clear the area, which is not going to get rid of this because we can't afford to, so we'd have to do it to prison camps, which doesn't massively help us. Or we can thwart or attack. I think we want to attack for 2. Start knocking down some of these guys. We should be able to get rid of at least 1 person here. I had forgot we got Maria Hill though, which is interesting. Put 4 thwart here, so if we did get rid of this, we could put an ally into play, but that doesn't really help us because it's going to be off of our turn. Okay. So yeah, I think we're going to attack with piercing on this guy instead. And that's going to be our turn done. I forgot to do the 1 damage somewhere. I'll do the 1 damage here, I think. Because then Guardian can kill this guy. We can put a counter on her, which might be good. Yeah, okay. We've got a bit of a plan. So, On over here, we're going to Omnijet. Actually, do we Omnijet first? Yeah, let's Omnijet first. And get one counter on here. We used Ingenuity. That's screwing up this bit here. I want to keep Marie in because in a minute it's the only way we're blocking. There's too much threat for me to block, go down, so... Question is, do I put Reinforced Suit on or do I get rid of one of these minions? If I put Reinforced Suit on, then she can attack for free, which means we can get rid of that guy. I can get rid of that guy anyway, but... I do think that's better, so I'm going to put Reinforced Suit on her. We're going to attack for free here to get rid of this guy. He's dead. We're going to move a counter from him to here, which means she's now attacking for free. She has 8 health right now, so she can afford to attack. So we're going to attack for free with her, and it's going to take out this guy. It is going to deal her 2 damage though. I would like to flip down, but I don't think I can. He's scheming for free. So no, there's no way. There's absolutely no way I can flip down. So we're going to ready. And we're going to draw cards. So we're going to draw 4 more here and 3 more here. Okay, we do have some threat removal, which is nice. We have some healing over here, which is nice. Although I can't do the healing until she attacks, so although I can do mass attack. Okay. Then I do have a plan. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's when encounter card comes out. And he's going to attack here. He gets 2 boost cards. Nope, he gets a lot more boost cards. He's going to get, how many on? 3, 4 boost cards. Maria is taking this one. So we get 1. Okay, so 2 extra. And he gets tough and another boost card. Okay, so he's actually only hitting for 1, 2, 3, 4. So plus the 3, so 7. Yeah, so you know, not the worst. But he's going to attack again, and it would actually be Guardian he attacks because that's the one who defended without a boost card. So as daft as it seems, Hogan's going to defend for it. And take sorry, it would have been 8 damage because he's got 1 attack anyway. So he's attacking for 4, we defend for 2. There we go, and then we take 2 from the Hydra Soldier. Then he is actually attacking over here. I wanted to get Vindicator staying on, but she is going to die. So deals 6 damage here, she dies. Encounter guard and encounter guard. I have to defend for him because otherwise he's dead. And then each player was not attacked this way, so we have to go search for a Hydra minion who's safe to get out. Go off the deck. Because we can't be dealing with insight right now. And then we get one of these. Okay, so we have to deal 30 damage or remove a ton of threat. I don't think we're going to make this one. Okay, so it's Guardian first. We're not going to be able to side by side anymore, which I think is fine. But there's also most of my hand I can't play, which is not so fine. We're going to Omni-Jet. For nothing. We're going to because we want to energy and side by side to get our arrow. Each aerial carry gets +1 thought. I don't think we're going to use her for thought, so I ain't really bothered, but it's going to be here anyway. But we're going to attack for 1, knocking off the tough, getting retaliate and consequential. I could get rid of the retaliate. Is that better than doing at least 4 damage? Maybe. Is the answer to that question. But we're going to do the damage anyway. So we resolve its charge ability, so we go 1. So we go up to 5. Okay, this is good. So we're doing 4 damage plus 5, so we're doing 9 damage to him. Down to 21. We take a retaliate. I would love a ready right now. The problem is, neither of these are going to be able to stand up, and then we're just going to lose the game, unfortunately. So we're going to flip down, which means we lose all our counters, but we get to shuffle in 5 Guardian cards, which are going to be this, this, and we'll add a 4 in there, why not? Okay, that's him done. We're going to exhaust and change to Fendrel. In doing so, we get to remove a threat from a scheme. We then also get to lay down the law to remove 4 threat. 1, 2, 3, 4. We then get to thwart for 4. Take it down to 10. We then awkwardly multitask. Oh no, we're going to hold on to ready to rumble, and we're just going to use full stacked for multitasking to move 2 threat. And then we're also going to flip down, which probably is a bad idea, but I ain't got much of a choice. So we are going to draw 4 cards here and 6 cards here. That would be nice. Okay, so it's going to go up by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to get another one of these, which is a hazard icon. Move this over here. He's skimming here for 3, 4 to 18. Skimming, these add 1, these add 2. Oh, then he schemes and wins. Okay. Yeah, he massacred us. I do wonder how much it would have helped if I actually read his ability right in the first place. We probably would have had a much better head start. Because we lost quite a few rounds having high charge because I just ignored the fact that it counts boost icons. Boost abilities. So I think that was a lot of my bad with him. But yeah. So that's probably the main reason we lost, to be honest, because we could have got a lot more attack and thought off there, and he was on 21, so like we were definitely falling behind, but it wasn't so much so that we were completely stuck. Did I not shuffle these in? Oh, there's a random tough card in the in the deck. Okay. I apparently didn't shuffle in the obligations, so I definitely can't talk much about them apart from just looking at them. Boy is free. I think this did come up in one of the games I recorded. I don't know if it was one that I posted. But it's a cool obligation, very different from any other obligation. I'm not sure. Yeah, I can't think it breaks anything in any way, or the only thing is that this doesn't discard. This doesn't get removed from the game, so it's going to keep coming back, which is kind of cool. Yeah, I mean that could be on a nice minion, or it could be like a really big minion. You put that on the dragon or something, and yeah. Adores James Hudson. Okay. Take 2 damage and remove each charge counter on Guardian. Okay. So if you do flip to Alter Ego, you can't take the second action, right? And remove. Oh no, I think you can. Yeah, so you just take 2 damage. Okay. No. Okay. It's pretty standard. Not the most exciting obligation, but it works. Okay. Let's have a quick look at Guardian's cards then. I'm not really going to go over Warriors 3 because I think I've had a couple of games with Warriors 3 now, so they've kind of had that moment where I've gone over how amazing they are, but they're awesome. They're really fun. So, stand on guard, True North Strong, Vindicator, confused. Okay, almost there. Okay, so I'm gonna start off simple. I'm gonna replace hero ability. So Alter Ego ability. Free recovery, yep. Forcing removing the counters makes complete sense. I don't know about thematically, but mechanically makes a lot of sense. Because having to handle them, there we go, that's better. So yeah, makes great mechanical sense because it's not too hard to get them back, especially if you actually read the card right. But it's really good to shuffle your cards back in because, I mean, getting this again, it's really important, this card. And then getting your big attacks and your readies are really good. Yeah, really helpful. His stats 222. Yeah, perfectly fine. You can get to a max of what? 222, 333, 444. Because he can't get 606 out of this because that would cause him to lose his counters. Unless he had another way to do it, which is this. So technically you can get to 555. If you never did his special again and just used Patriot Love to get your counters back, you could technically have an infinite number of counters. I wouldn't recommend it because you wouldn't be able to use all his stuff here. Like, you could use Stand on Guard, but you couldn't use True North Strong, Far and Wide. But yeah, you could technically have 20 counters on there technically, if you sat there and did the Patriot Love like a further 15 times if you got to 5, assuming you managed to do that perfectly on your events, which would absolutely be broken. But you'd really have to go some to get there to do that. So I don't think that's happening anytime soon. But essentially your main limit is 444. Technically you can get higher, but you're probably not going to. This card, I like that it can affect both the ally and I'm assuming a hero as well. I'm making that assumption. I haven't seen Vindicator, the hero. I think there is one. But very simple. But also very much needed. I don't know if I'd ever put it on her though. I'm always going to put it on him. It's just not seemingly as worth it putting it on her, apart from maybe there being more ready for allies than for heroes, but and you could Voltron her out, I suppose. But yeah, not sure I'd ever use it on her personally. But I could see some builds doing it if you wanted her to be the focus of your build. And then obviously if the hero of Vindicator does use something with 4, changing it to 6 might be really powerful. I don't know. Leave Vindicator for a second. Omnijet, as I said, join the thing. This feels like it could easily be a trap card. If you're on like 4 or 5, you do not want to be using this, because you're just using it to lose your counters and take a damage. If you're on like 1 to 3, 1 or 2, you always want to use this unless you've got one of your events. And even then, potentially, you probably want to use it first. And then once you're on 3, it's kind of dicey because you could go over, you could go under, but it will always go. It will go more if it does go over, so you will gain charge counters anyway. Glowing Heart. I never used the response on here, for the same reason Omnijet. You don't want to use the response sometimes. You don't want to trigger this because you're at a higher charge count. If I got this while I was on like 1 or 2, then definitely use this, it's really helpful. But if you're on a higher charge count, then this becomes useful. It's still a resource, but it's nowhere near as useful. But it is a card that makes a lot of sense to have in the deck. So, I would say the main things here are the events, right? So, sure, he's got his high attack stats, but these events really do a lot with the counters. So, you also get to resolve the charge ability, which is sometimes a good thing and sometimes a bad thing, as I just said. But these are pretty powerful. So 4 damage, potentially +5, so you get to 9, or if you've got the limit to 4, +3. So it's only 7 for 2. I'm saying only because it's 2 cost. So it's pretty great if you build it up. And the same with far and wide. 3 threat for 2 plus a charge, and removing extra threat for that charge. It's pretty great. So these are really good. You can build up your counters quick as well, but the main thing is you're actually using these counters. But this is probably the standout card. This is probably actually the most important card in this kit, I would argue. Actually, it's tied between these two. These two are the most important cards. These 3 are the most important cards, right here. So the reason they're important is quite simple. This one actually lets you use the charge ability consistently. Even though you're not doing it every single turn, being able to do it on demand is very helpful. This one, being able to get up to 6, makes it a lot more useful. It's very easy otherwise to just not get that much out of it, or go too high and you have to drop it down. It ends up not being that helpful of an ability. And this card, sorry. And this one. This is the one that lets you actually manage it. Without this, you're just going up, you're breaking down, and that's it, right? You've got no sort of control over it, and that's it. This lets you actually stay at your 4 or 5 counters, or 2 or 3 counters, depending on what you're doing. A lot simpler, because you can use this, and then if you want them back, you can use the Omnijet, or if you're just at the right point, then you can just use this and keep the counters down so that you can play these events easier and still get the bonus while not losing your counters in the end. So this is probably one of the most important cards. With these, because obviously that one makes it so that the abilities are more useful. That makes the ability on demand, and this is what actually makes him stronger by just having those counters. So to me, these are the most important cards and the best cards. But yeah, Vindicator and Orvers. So Vindicator is pretty good. She can technically get up to a 5 attack. I don't know why you'd ever put 4 counters on here, because it discards it, so it's no different to putting a max 3 counters here, because there's nothing that forces you to put a counter on Vindicator. The only time I suppose you would do that is if you were doing this or this. Actually, it'd only be this, because why would you do that to put that on here? But again, it's May, so there's never a reason to put the 4th counter on here. So it's the same with having max 3 counters, other than for theme points. And then Orvers command. Remove one charge counter from Guardian or Vindicator for each Alpha Flight character in play. Draw one card for each charge counter removed or play. It could be good. It being Alliance is interesting, but I don't know how many Alpha Flight characters there are. Let's assume just in his base kit he's got 2. So it could be a 1 for 2. Someone else could pay the 1, I suppose, and his net draw of 2 for you, but... And you remove your counters ready for these events. So I never actually paid the card, because most of the time for me it would be 1 for 1 card and remove a counter. But it's an interesting card, I just don't know how often I'd actually use it. It's the only thing with that card. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, overall I like him. A couple of these 2 cards, I'm not massively struck on either of these cards. So Vindicator, she can get up to high attack, but she has 2 consequential, and it requires you to take the counters off Guardian, which kind of is where you need them. It works, but I'm not, I wouldn't build a deck around Vindicator, but it feels like the intention is that you would. But you could get to really high attack and keep her alive for a while, and it could work out, I think, is the idea. Like I said earlier, I'm not a massive ally fan in general, so I don't really include allies that much. So I'm sure someone who does do the big Voltron builds could make good work out of her. But she's just not a card that I'd really want to play very often. But yeah, I'm going to leave it here. If I have another game, hopefully the Nemesis set will come out and we can go over it then. And yeah, we'll leave it there.